So a really big saying of mine, something I just love to get across, is that you should focus on what you do want and not on what you don't want. This is because for so many years of my life, I focused on quitting porn when really what I wanted was connection, was purpose, was to actually be pursuing my goals and growing and developing and being curious and learning. So those are all the things I actually wanted in life. Now, with this quote, I keep on saying focus on what you do want, not on what you don't want, but I really need to get across something really important here. What is it that you actually want? Now, what you want is going to be different for everybody, but have a think about what you actually want, not what you're told to want. Because what I've realized recently is that the media, things like music, things like movies, things like social, like all of that is sort of geared towards creating desire within us. And often that desire is for things which we think we want because they look really attractive, really glamorous, and they light up the reward circuitry. But deep down, we don't give a shit about all of those things. You know, things like having casual relationships all the time, things like drinking a lot of alcohol and taking drugs, or wearing nice clothes, having a fancy car. All of those things, they're very temporary. They don't actually change who we are fundamentally. They don't change the purpose that we have in life or the impact we have on the lives of others, which in my opinion is a lot more important, because when you're dead, that car or that new watch or that one night stand you just had, like none of that matters. Like no one cares. Like they don't care about you. And to me, finding purpose is about, well, if you take me out of this world, how does that actually impact the world? And for me right now, it impacts people quite a lot. It impacts my friends, it impacts my family, it impacts my job, it impacts everyone who actually really likes my content and follows this because they resonate with me. They resonate with wanting a life that's actually a bit more focused on purpose and meaning and connection. So if you take out a lot of like rappers or people who don't have any purpose in their life because they're just focused on money and temporary desires, it's like, how does that actually change the life of other people? Does it make it worse? And it depends on whether they've actually got real meaningful relationships in their life or not. So what I'm getting at here is essentially focus on what actually matters. And it doesn't just have to be relationships. I've talked about relationships a lot here, but there's so many other things that you can do which create meaning. So how about the environment? You know, things that are actually making an impact on the world. These are the things that I think matter. And you might not get there straight away. It can be really small things as well. It can literally be your relationship with your mum or your dad, brother, sister, one friend. Focus on those things. Don't focus on the illusion of glamour and pleasure. If you're like using dating apps or going on social media and trying to search for something, but you have a friend who's probably struggling with their mental health right now because the world's so messed up, how about you just go and meet up with them, go for a walk? You know, it's free. Or give them a call, drop them a message. They'd probably appreciate that. And there's just so many little things we can do to improve our life, which are focused on actually giving to others rather than trying to take. And volunteering for me has been one of the most like meaningful things I've ever done. It's changed my life in a lot of ways because I'm realizing that actually we all struggle, we all suffer, and there's more to life than just my temporary desires. But because of the world we live in, which is incredibly individualistic and really quite lonely in many ways, because of all of that, it can be hard to actually focus on giving and connection and other people and community. I've just set up a book club in my local area and I'm really excited for the first session. There's going to be quite a lot of people going, and it's creating that community. It's possible for anybody to create more meaning in their life. It can be really, really small things, and I'm sure you're thinking of things as I'm talking in your own personal life. It doesn't have to be anything I've just mentioned. It's just what matters to you, what actually does create some sort of meaning. Because if we really think about it, the music, the media, all of that, it's geared towards us buying stuff, really. That's its main purpose. And a lot of people want to present themselves as having some glamorous life because they think that matters, because they've been told by other people it matters. And, you know, they like to see all the likes or the money or whatever, but it doesn't actually matter. It doesn't make a difference. And there's so many people around the world who are actually really just living an awesome life, just in the present moment, and they're not rich, they're not famous. No one knows who they are. It's just some random guy living in a mountain and Portugal or whatever, and they're just content because they're in the mountains and they're with nature and they've got their friends and they've got their family and they're healthy. And I mean, what do you really need more than that? I'm not sure if there is anything, to be honest with you. If you've got health, friends, family, and, you know, maybe a few of your more spiritual needs are being met, like being creative or having a bit of purpose, maybe you're set, to be honest with you. So the main thing I'd take away from this is be conscious of what you're consuming. Over the last week, I've barely listened to any rap, and I feel way better for it, because rap just talks about, you know, money, fame, objectification of women. It's pretty disgusting, and I've listened to a lot of rap over the last 10 years. It's probably been the main genre that I do listen to. A lot of UK rap, grime, and yeah, it's all quite negative really, and it's all just based on desire and pleasure. Not all of it, to be fair, but a lot of it. So yeah, be conscious of what you consume, have a think, and just continue on this journey of trying to create more purpose in your life, because it is worth it, and I can say that from experience. So I hope this video has helped. There's going to be good days, there's going to be bad days. Check out the Discord community if you want to be part of another group of people who are sort of all there trying to create a mindful, compassionate approach towards quitting porn for life. And also, I am available for coaching, so check out the link in the description where you can apply. And I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.